So we bought this house in December of 2019.
Yes.
So it's been like 5.5 years. Can you believe we've been in this house this long?
5.5 years, wow.
And since then, we've done a lot of renovations, and we wanted to show you a few of them.
Yes. Kind of go back in time a little bit here and show you a process.
Well, hey everybody, I'm Bill.
And I'm Elizabeth. Live simple.
Live free. We've done a lot of things on this house. You've seen the process as we've gone along. And just let me show you, this is what the house looked like when we first bought it.
Yep.
And this is what the house looks like now.
And we'll show you some shots of the old and then definitely show you some tours of the new.
So as you can see, we now have a big addition on there that wasn't there before, a few other things. But we'll show you all that and give you a final tour of everything that we've done.
Well, one of the things that we realized within a few days of actually moving in here was that the back steps were tall and hard cement with no railings, and it was making me a nervous wreck trying to go up them, and I knew it was going to be too hard on Pop. So my brilliant husband built this wonderful ramp, which both Pop and I have greatly appreciated, to be able to go into the back of the house. So, and you know, Pop's going to be 90 pretty soon, and having a ramp is just a good idea on so many different levels. So I'm glad Bill did that.
So what we're thinking about doing is putting a little sort of a mud room sort of thing. It'll be basically just the size of the deck here and go out to the end of the house, and then the ramp down from there. That'll give us room for several things. We'll be able to take the washer and dryer out of our dining room kitchen area and move it out into here, so we'll have more room for our table in there. We want to get a freezer, and that would give us room for the freezer. We only have one bathroom. We'd like to put a half bath out there, and a utility sink, like to clean utility.
Yeah, you know, basic utility sink stuff.
Yeah, and it'll also give us room for shelves for all the canning that we do, because we're realizing, you know, we canned some deer meat and I canned some a big batch of chili that I made, and we don't have any place to put it. It's just sitting on our kitchen table right now. So we got to find some kind of room for that. So that's the basic plan. Now as we come up the ramp, we got a couple of chairs here, and then this house is actually in quite good shape, but there's just a couple little things that I have to address. Like for instance, the door here has some rotten wood down near the bottom, so I'm going to have to replace that door. And that's really about the only thing that was necessary to do as far as work on the house. So now in 2025 here, the addition is finished, and you can see that the addition is actually built right where the footprint of the back deck used to be. I put this retaining wall in here to make a more flat spot up there. Hopefully eventually I'd like to put in a slate or stone patio in there and a picnic table. I don't know if that'll ever happen. Got a step here to get down to the wood shed, which is pretty much empty right now. Got a back deck here with our hot tub. That's an inflatable 2-person hot tub, and a door in the back of the addition for easy access to the hot tub, and also to come down here in the winter to get the firewood. Then in the front part of the addition here, of course, we've got our main door, got a small deck, and that is a 4-foot eave that makes a stoop kind of porch to be able to get in out of the rain while you're trying to unlock the door. We really like that. It keeps the porch dry in the rain out to about here. Works well.
So let's show you the beautiful new addition. All right. Now, if we just kind of look around in here, we've obviously been able to put our washer and dryer, the stackable, right here. Works beautifully. We built in lots and lots of shelving here, and it works really, really well. I like how the curtains work. And we come around here. This is a very useful utility sink that I have here, and if we look right around the corner here, here we have the back door.
That goes out to the hot tub.
Yeah, out to that deck. And in this right here, we realized that if you're going to have a landing for a door, and we didn't want the bathroom door to open in. If somebody should happen to fall or anything would happen, it's very hard to get to somebody when the door opens in. If it opens out, then it's very easy to get somebody. But anyway, so we can put in a window here and this door and the bathroom door and make very good use of this landing space, including the trap door that goes down into this the crawl space. Works out really, really well. I have my fall wreath for the door that I'm going to be putting up pretty soon hanging on that side, and my winter one hanging on this side is handy. And then in here we have the half bath, and I've got, you can show the picture there. Yep. This looks kind of strange, but it's perfect because I can't, if I set my phone up here on the windowsill, I can't reach it. And so I just put my phone in there and it works out really well, so it doesn't drop out of a pocket or something. So yep, that's the little half bath. This is very easy to open, by the way, just with your arm if you need to. You come out here and wash your hands. So here we have a closet. Works really well. A vacuum cleaner right now, some paint cans because we're just finishing up work, and a closet there. Helmets on the shelf. And this stackable, like I said before, has worked really, really well. So I find this to be a very functional, such a useful room. And I love the fact that the only floor space that isn't being used for something functional is just whatever's necessary to get to all of these different things that we need to use. So thank you, hon. This has been a huge asset in the house.
Yep.
All right, let's go look at the kitchen dining area. All right, as we come here, we're coming into the kitchen area, which I'm definitely going to paint a different color. But it's the kitchen, and this will be, it's all hookups for washer and dryer right there. I love the lights in that door. I think it's so cool. And there's the kitchen. It's got a nice dishwasher, and everything's in good shape and kind of fairly new as far as the appliances. So that's really cool. So yeah, this will be the kitchen.
So this is our kitchen door, the back door, which is what we use most of the time.
All right, so coming into the kitchen, and yep, here we are. We are going to have to figure a few things out. We've got this shelving area kind of here. It's kind of interesting that it has no drawers anywhere. So I'm kind of using these right now sort of like for drawers, and silverware is here. And these cupboards are charming and very old-fashioned, but they're not deep enough to even put a plate in. So it's been a little interesting trying to figure it all out, but we're eventually going to probably do a whole new cupboard thing in here, and I think that'll be really nice. And we'll put the shelves up this way. We got a lot of good plans in here. So one of the things I did is there was beautiful little knobs on all these doors, but it was wide and it kept catching my fingers and pinching, so we replaced all of them, and I like these. They're really nice. So anyway, there's the kitchen, and then come over this way and we have the dining area, the two china cabinets. Those are my sweet potatoes, which I'm just about ready to plant probably tomorrow. And then it has worked out beautifully, all the work Bill did, to have the washer dryer right there. And the fridge, it all has worked out really well. There's room for people to sit around the table. And Leo's food is right there, food and water, and he likes to eat when we're eating. He's a very social eater. Yeah, hello, Leo. Hi, dear. So, and there's a little place around the corner there where we can put vacuum cleaner and brooms and all that kind of stuff. So, I like it. You know, everything's not perfectly done yet, but I'm enjoying it. And now, oh, we have got so much more room in here in the dining room. I've been able to, you know, hang some beautiful little teacups. I can get to them very easily here. The table is now positioned with so much more room, and the washer and dryer are out here. The refrigerator's moved into the kitchen area, and I feel like this is really a dining room now. And as we show you the whole room, we now have this little freezer here in this corner. It works really well, and I've been able to get a nice clock that's easy to see from the kitchen, and my mom's china cabinet. And now we don't have the other one in here. The other one that was Bill's grandmother's is down in Florida. So these are pictures that were gifts, or they came from thrift stores and things. And this is Polish pottery, this clock. And I've always loved this plaque. So the kitchen, okay. So now, come into this, my beautiful kitchen. I absolutely love this granite slab. I've probably mentioned this before, but when it was getting installed, the men who installed it said that, you know, this granite is local. It's from a local quarry, and they said that all the cuts before this and all the cuts after this didn't have much different pattern or variation in them, but ours was an especially beautiful pattern, and I'm really thrilled with that. So I love it. The flooring is just absolutely beautiful. These are very handy. Everything's just hanging. This is a very easy kitchen to work with. Trash right here, you just pull it out and put your eggs in the pan and throw your shells away, and I absolutely love it. I love this gas stove. It's propane, it works really well. So I love my pantry, which I've shown you guys before, but I'm just thrilled to death with this. It's absolutely lovely.
Now, one of the things that was important to us in this new kitchen was fire safety. I don't know the actual statistics, but I do know an awful lot of houses that burn down, the fire starts in the kitchen. So, you know, we can have a fire extinguisher. We got one down there, but we also have this fire blanket. I really like this because with the fire extinguisher, you got to make sure it's charged all the time. You have to make sure you know how to use it, and it's only a one-time use. This fire blanket is really cool because all you do is just pull down on the tabs, and then this thing is 1 meter by 1 meter, so it's almost 3 feet each way. And then you could just lay it right on top of the fire, on your stove or whatever, and it puts it out. And then you just leave it sit there for 15 or 20 minutes till everything's cool. And then after it's done, you just fold it up. You might have to clean it a little bit and put it right back up in there for the next use. So to me, it just makes a whole lot of sense to have a fire blanket. We have one in each house, and we have one in the camper. So if you'd like to check this out for yourself, there's a link down below in the description.
So this is what the bathroom looked like when we first bought the house. Obviously, it still needed to be really cleaned up and everything. And even though there was nothing particularly exciting about it, it was functional and it worked okay for us. But then the time came, we were down in Florida and we were thinking about putting in a shower stall instead of a tub. So we hired someone here that we really trusted, and when he got in here and started tearing out the bathtub, he discovered that there was pretty bad rotten wood and mold that had been, behind there for who knows how many years. And so, as you can see here, it turned out he basically kind of had to gut the entire room, but he did a beautiful job, and now everything in this bathroom is fresh. And so I am thoroughly enjoying it. It's so easy to keep really clean. So we have a new, the gray cabinet under here, all nice and neat and clean inside. And come around here, I had fun picking out, picture. I love the vase on this picture. It's a roll of toilet paper and a clock that has the same color. I really enjoyed pulling out the grays and the silvery grays, and then of course there's white, and then different greens because of this beautiful shower curtain, and then just a little bit of the golds that we have in the floor. And I really love how it all came out. So as we come around here, everything is working really well. Nice, beautiful. I lay that down on the bottom to make sure I don't slip. Lots of good grab rails. I love having that hanging up there. I shared with you guys about putting that up there. So I truly, let me fix this rug. I truly think it's an absolutely beautiful room now. And enjoy it and appreciate the good work that was put into it. The house is in very good, solid shape. It's going to need some, fixing up kind of things. Like, for instance, this very nice deck that I'm on, we're going to have to replace the decking. It's going to need to be, redone, but the structure's still good. So here's the front, and let's go in.
So when I started looking into rebuilding the deck, I discovered that the posts underneath and the joists were fine. It was only the top decking that needed to be replaced. So I rebuilt the entire steps here. I redid all the decking, and then I rebuilt all of the railings around here. And this is a lovely place to sit. Now in the middle of the afternoon, the sun is right up there, and it's too blazing hot out here. It's still a little hot, but in another half hour that sun will go down behind those trees, and when that happens, this is a beautiful place to sit. And this is Elizabeth's dogwood right here that she absolutely loves. She loves to come out here in the spring when it's blooming and just sit here and look at all the beautiful flowers. So we absolutely love this deck. For a while we considered maybe putting a porch roof over it so we could come out here in the rain and that sort of thing. But for now, this is what we've got, and we like it a lot. So I just told you that this front porch is too hot to sit in the afternoon when the sun's blazing. Well, the sun just went down over the trees, and now we're sitting out here, and it's absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, it's very pleasant out here. Yeah. Well, we are so glad you got to go along with us for this kind of final tour of the big projects that have been going on in our house here in Virginia. I am thrilled with all the work that Bill has done, and it's just turning into a very, very pleasant place, and I've enjoyed it very much. And so he's a hard-working man, and he does good work. So I'm very happy with all of it.
It's been almost, 4.5 years of work on this house. Of course, I haven't, done it full-time, obviously. I renovated another house with my son. We spent half the year in Florida. I built a camper van.
Yeah.
But I'm so glad that it's done. And it just feels so much better now when you walk in the house.
Right. And there's more room for what we need. I got more room for company in the dining room. And oh yeah, lots of good stuff.
Yep.
And yep. So I'm just glad you got to go along with us for this. And we just truly feel privileged to be able to share our lives with you guys. I really mean that.
Yep. Well, so thanks for watching.
Yep. Live simple.
Live free. You be blessed.
We do love you guys, and we will, of course, see you very soon.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. No, wait. We won't see them. They'll see us.
You will see.
We won't see them.
We'll be back very soon, and you'll see us. Yeah, yeah. What can I say? Bye-bye.